Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Creative Tarot Insights. I thank you so much for being here. So this is a timeless reading for any Scorpio placements that you resonate with strongly. What I have here for you today is the Justice card, 10 of Emotions, Knight of Emotions, and the Eight of Voices coming out separately. These all flew on the floor when I was shuffling. On the bottom of the deck, I have the Five of Materials. This is the Muse Tarot that I'm using. So, what I am getting is, well, really, it's a question that came to mind first off. It was, are you ready to shed the old and move into what is more true and balanced for you? You may be thinking of moving away from something, or in the process, you may be in the process of letting something go that once gave you ultimate joy, total, absolute happiness. You thought, this is it. This is my long-lasting, happily ever after. But now maybe it's been keeping you stuck. This could be a thinking pattern too for some of you, or a situation, or both. You know, one can birth the other, or they can happen simultaneously. It looks like you now have an opportunity, though, to walk away and clean the slate from this. You may be very in your head about this right now, and you may be looking back at the times this made you really happy and hoping and wishing this energy would re-manifest. And you may be asking yourself if walking away would lead to happier new beginnings, or leave you feeling alone, worse than you already feel, and having feelings of sorrow and regret. These are big. These are big feelings, big questions, big energy, Scorpio. I'm also getting a feeling of wanting to choose the, quote, right thing for everyone involved, and what will truly, but really, truly making you happy as well, but putting your happiness equal with everyone else's happiness. And that's really, really, that's very valiant is a feeling I'm getting. Very, very valiant. And I feel like you're not just doing this for others, though. You want to karmically feel good about your choices and the journey that leads you there. I mean, this is really honorable. So it's for yourself, but it's for others too. And why can't it be both? You know, I don't feel any ill intent, any like hidden selfishness here. It's both. It is. Because doing good makes you feel good. It's really honorable, Scorpio. And you want your happiness, but you have to do things with integrity. That's very important to you, I'm getting. For those Scorpios I'm reaching. I'm also getting that you need to know, to keep in mind, that we can never please everyone all the time. And even if someone you love isn't in agreement with your choices, as long as you aren't undermining them or betraying them, which I don't see anything like this. I don't feel anything like this from this reading. You have every right to choose what makes you happy. I see some mental and possible physical struggles here, but I also see so much love and just total benevolence from anyone around you and yourself. Now, what I do possibly see is some territorialism, okay, from someone. Not you, though. I mean, it could be you, but mostly not from you. I think you just want to do right by everybody and do what your heart is telling you to do. However, this is coming across, whatever situation it is. You want everyone you love, whoever your family or tribe is, whatever you consider that, the people that are closest to you, you want everyone to be happy, but maybe you're finding out things about yourself or them that doesn't jive with you anymore. And that happens. Perhaps you're resonating with another type of tribe or group or whatever you want to call it. It could be with a romantic partner. Maybe, you could be thinking about other people, hopefully not pursuing yet. But no judgment. Things happen in life with good people. But maybe you aren't wanting to do that route. You're wanting to do it the right way. Or if you have stepped over that line, you're wanting to fix the problem, to come clean, or fix the problem, come clean, and just basically say, I'm not in for the long haul. Any kind of relationship or even ideology this could be for, okay? So just take it how it resonates. I'm getting a lot of different possibilities, but basically it's you're not feeling something anymore that you used to really, really feel. You're outgrowing it. You're shape-shifting. You're transforming. You're resonating with something else, something different. You don't want to hurt anybody. You want to do things the right way. But you're in your head about it for a couple different possible reasons, okay? This could even have to do with a political stance. It's very general here, yet very personal if you're feeling this. Whatever you are moving away from and moving into is the right path, because there's no wrong path in this earth school we're living in, just interesting journeys to go on. Perhaps you still resonate with something somewhat, but you want to expand and you aren't sure if it will be the right choice or hurt someone who is maybe territorial over your energy, being loyal to them. And if so, they may need to understand that it's not a betrayal. If you want to explore something else, and if you're upfront and honest about that, then a mature decision can be made once egos have time to settle down and, cool the jets if that happens, because, we are human, even if we are more enlightened, it happens. Egos they're just always going to be there. We're the ones that have to mature them. And hopefully the other party has some emotional intelligence and you can understand that you just want to expand on, say it was a business and you wanted to expand into something else and they aren't ready to do that. Just an example. If they feel like you're leaving them out in the cold or betraying, maybe once, if it hurts them, they settle down the ego and then you can talk about it and they will understand it's not about them. It's about you wanting to grow and do something new. But, if they have unchecked toxic ego, perhaps it is best to walk away from them completely. But you can still do so in a fair way with integrity. There's no need to dirty your karma over petty squabbles, But basically, I'm seeing that you seek like-minded community and or romance or something that makes you happy and makes you feel that love energy you know, that makes your heart sing, that type of energy. You're seeking that, and you crave something new and exciting. You're either heading towards or already making fresh new connections through love or something you share love for with people. I'm getting that to get out of your head about it, about being abandoned or abandoning the old way of being, or about doing someone or people wrong. We all change and grow and outgrow people and situations. This is just a time that a lot of renewal is going on for all of us humans. And as long as you share honestly and your honest truth, meaning no harm, someone else's emotions about it are theirs to work through, not yours. You're not responsible for their emotions. And I'm not having empathy for the others, because I would give them a reading, having empathy for them too. But I would say this to them too. When it all comes down to it, it's your ego that you have to have responsibility for. It's your emotions. This person has a right. If there's a cross watcher here, Scorpio has a right to move in another direction. And I'm sorry it hurts, but they have the right to move and grow. If they're not really invested in their heart and they're invested somewhere else, do you really want them with you? So that's the advice I would give them. I'm not being unempathetic. But listen, no butterfly ever flew by staying in a cocoon. You have to fly, Scorpio. You have to fly. So what I want to do now is just pull a couple more cards for this, this thinking, this worry that you might be doing, just to give you some advice from spirit source, your team, whatever you resonate with, just to see what the universe has to say to help you with this overthinking and this worrying that you might be doing. And by the way, if you're enjoying this and you've made it this far, give me a like. That would really help get me in the algorithm listing so more people can get messages like this if they would like them. And subscribe if you want to see more. Once again, thank you. So let's go ahead and see. Could we get some advice for Scorpio about any worry or overthinking about, moving in a new direction? So I'm going to take those three, I think, that came out, but not the big after chunk. So we've got 9 of inspiration. I'm going to I'm just going to move that up there. So we've got the 9 of inspiration, and that's usually the 9 of wands. So I'm feeling a little wounded warrior energy here. The hanged muse, the hanged man, and the 9 of emotions. You really, really are wanting happiness. And I don't blame you, because what I'm getting first off here right away is that maybe in this, I'm going to move the camera back a little bit. So maybe in this, whatever situation you're in, you've kind of been through through something with this situation, this group of people or person, where you're a little bit, the reason that you're overthinking this and worrying is because maybe you're concerned about their retaliation. Sorry I'm wiggling the table a bit. Sorry. Their retaliation, and maybe you're not sure what your defense will be to that. But you're really, really, I feel that you are determined, Scorpio. You are determined to have your happiness. Your soul, your heart is just determined. And the seven of emotions is a little bit of not quite being sure which option to choose. So you have a lot of options. But I think that maybe you're a little gun shy on how to handle this person or this situation as you walk away. And I think the advice is right there with the nine emotions. The universe is saying you have to go with what is going to make you happy, not other people, you first. And that's not selfish. That's self-care. It was just 1555. Fives are the number of change. It's time for a change. It's time for a change. You can do it with grace, nobility. You can do it with integrity. If this person, I'm getting that this person may not have their ego in check. They may not understand the ego, and it's different. Incarnations came to mind, but it's different levels in your psyche. They may not have emotional intelligence, and maybe you're just worried about fallout and them and what they're going to do, and you don't want to deal with it. You just want to be happy. But if you have to walk away from someone who is volatile, I mean, the best advice I can give you is just get it out of the way. If you need to go no contact, go no contact. That's not always easy if you have a long history with someone, but just do your best if you have to. If it's like, if they're like, if it's like a narcissist situation. And I know everybody's saying that these days, and people are like, regular ass people are diagnosing people with narcissism. And it's like, what? Like, you can't. It's like you have to fit a criteria. And we all have narcissistic and empathic qualities. It's just some have them on a higher scale, and that's why they get diagnosed. Anyways, if it's that type of situation, just limit the contact and learn. You can look up online, Dr. Ramani. Look up Ramani. She has great tips for how to go gray rock if you have to interact with someone who typically throws, bullets, shoots you with bullets, whether it be, the narcissistic things where they say and do things to just try to provoke you. You can look up things like that, techniques, if you're in that type of situation and you can't go no contact. But really, I feel like your happiness is first here. Your happiness is first. As long as you are not betraying people and you're walking with integrity. If it's different from anything that anyone ever expected you to do, but it's not really hurting anybody, it's just different, and you just need a different life, that's okay. Go for what your happiness is. This reading is so many like positive emotional cards here. The only one that's kind of more neutral is the seven of emotions, and it's saying, hey, don't let this, the only thing this is saying is don't let all these beautiful goldfish just use discernment when you choose the new things that make you happy. Use discernment, use your wisdom. Okay. There's so many choices. Some are going to be, there's no wrong path, but some choices you're going to be like, no, because something is going to throw up a red flag for one reason or another, and you might not even remember, but it's in your subconscious why you did something, and your subconscious recognizes it for maybe something in the past that you dealt with that wasn't pleasant, and you don't need to go through that lesson again. But maybe you filed it in the back of your your brain, software, and it doesn't come, and your subconscious, it doesn't come to the forefront, but it throws up that red flag. 2020 just hit. Listen to that. Use discernment in some of the options that come along. If it seems cloudy and like too good to believe in, too good to be true, it probably is. Make sure you're very, very clear, especially if it's a whole new thing, you're getting new experiences, if you don't have a lot of knowledge in it, really, really use discernment and your wisdom from the past. But really, I feel like ultimately focus on the energy of what's going to make you happy, and not making everyone else happy too, but doing it in a way that doesn't outright hurt people. But you're not going to make everyone happy. And that's okay. Because humans, we're not supposed to make each other happy all the time. We don't work that way, sadly. So I hope this helped. And I hope you find exactly what you're looking for. And I hope to see you again. Take care.